Hello, friends. I made this hypnotic trance episode just for you. The one who unwinds with a glass of wine and a show, not to celebrate the day, but to make it finally stop spinning. For you. The one who calls it me time. But deep down, she knows it's really quiet time for the ache beneath the noise. For you. The one who's so strong by daylight and yet feels a small collapse inside when the house grows silent. I know you don't want to quit. You just don't want to need it. You want a rest that doesn't erase you. A peace that doesn't come from escape. This isn't about blame or shame or guilt or any of that shit. It's about coming home to the part of you that's been whispering, I'm still here. So, as you listen, let the blue lights of the screen fade. Let the world soften. And let yourself be met by the quiet you've been seeking all along. You can let your body settle now. The way the light in the room settles when the day finally gives up its grip. Notice the air against your skin, the faint hum of the world still running somewhere out there. So you don't have to silence it. You just have to stop fighting the noise. Now, take a slow breath in and imagine the air moving all the way down to your chest. Not to fill you, but to remind you that you can. Let it out gently. Let it out gently, like a soft exhale that doesn't have to prove anything. And again, breathe in calm. Breathe out effort. Allow yourself to imagine that every idea, every suggestion you hear, you can instantly and immediately imagine it to life. So with each breath, feel the body remembering what it's like to rest without anesthesia. The way a pond stills itself after the last ripple fades. The way a lamp glows without needing to burn too hot. Now, imagine the faint blue light of the television, the screen softening, not disappearing, just dimming, until it feels like moonlight through fog. You're not escaping the evening anymore. You're entering it. Fully awake inside it. Your shoulders can drop. Your jaw can loosen. Your gums can relax. Your teeth can relax. Even the thoughts that try to name what's happening can be left unfinished. And you can rest in the unfinished. And you can rest in the quiet between things. And somewhere beneath all that stillness, there's a deeper pulse. Your own. Steady, patient. The rhythm that's been waiting for you to come back. Good. You're already beginning to drift into that space between waking and resting, where everything feels both near and far. Let the sound of your breath become a kind of tide, a rhythm your body remembers. even when your mind forgets. Each breath out loosens another layer of holding. Each breath in reminds you that presence doesn't have to be effort. Now imagine the faint blue glow of the television again. But this time, notice how it flickers softly across the room. And you can see the outline of a wine glass, the curve of the bottle, the shimmer of light bending through the liquid. And you realize this light isn't just around you, it's reflecting you. That blue glow becomes a doorway, an echo of all the nights you tried to unwind, to pause the thoughts, to quiet the ache. It was never wrong. It was your body asking for stillness in the only language it knew. Now let that blue glow begin to soften. The cool light turning warm at its edges. As though something inside you is remembering what true light feels like. You can picture that warmth gathering low in your chest. A small, golden pulse. Not the heat of effort, but the quiet radiance of being alive. With each breath, that inner light grows stronger, filling the space where tension used to live. It spills into your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Feel it moving down your spine. Imagine you can, slow and gentle, until your whole body feels lit from within. You may even notice that this inner light feels a little like what you used to reach for in the glass. The comfort, the exhale, the peace. Only now it doesn't come from inside, it rises from within. Without needing to numb anything at all. And as this warmth expands, the room around you seems to breathe with you. The shadows soften, the silence friendly. You're not escaping the night, you're becoming part of it. You are what the quiet has been waiting for. There was once a woman who came home each night with a quiet ache she couldn't quite name. Her days were filled with faces and noise and trying to be kind, trying to be steady, trying to hold everything that others dropped. And when the world finally loosened its grip, she would pour herself a little mercy in a glass, not for celebration, for silence. She'd let the blue light wash over her skin, and for a moment, she could almost feel nothing. That soft nothingness felt like safety. But over time, the silence began to feel heavier. The same ritual that once soothed her began to dim her. The light outside had started replacing the one within. One evening, she didn't fight it. She listened. She lifted the glass and whispered to it, "What are you trying to tell me?" And in that stillness, she heard it say, I was never the comfort. I was only the signal. The signal that she was ready to come home to herself. And so she did. She learned to pour her breath instead of wine, to sip from her own stillness, to feel warmth that didn't vanish by morning. The screen became a moon, the room a tide, and her body a temple that didn't need closing time. Now, when she feels the ache return, she doesn't reach to escape it. She listens. She lets the ache speak in the language of breath and pulse. And what it says is simple. You're safe now. You can rest. And you, listening here, can feel that same whisper rising somewhere in you. That part of you that reached for comfort was never wrong. It was simply calling for a truer form of peace. One that doesn't require you to vanish. You don't have to give up anything tonight. You're simply remembering a deeper way to be soothed. The light you saw is glowing quietly in your chest now. It always has, it always will. It hums like a soft hearth, steady and kind. So, if and when you pour another glass someday, it won't be to forget. It will be to remember that you are already home, already whole, already resting in your own warmth. And now, as this story begins to fade back into the quiet of the room around you, notice how the stillness feels different now. Not empty, just calm. Not silent, just peaceful. The television or the screen may still hum softly somewhere. The glass might still catch the light. But you've changed your relationship to both. They no longer hold you. You hold yourself. The warmth you found inside doesn't vanish when you open your eyes. It stays. It breathes with you. In a moment, you come back refreshed, centered, steady, but before you do, let yourself recognize what this evening really offered you. Not escape, but return. You are the sanctuary you've been seeking. The body you tried to quiet has become the quiet itself. And the peace that once lived in a bottle or a glow is now alive beneath your skin. Take a deep, easy breath in, and as you exhale, let your awareness begin to brighten like morning light, gently opening its way across your face. And when you're ready, you can let your eyes open slowly, bringing that inner warmth with you into the rest of your night and into tomorrow. Because tonight you didn't quit anything. You simply came home. And if this experience spoke to something inside you, remember there was nothing, never anything wrong with you for feeling, needing the desire to unwind. You were simply searching for rest in the only ways you knew. You wouldn't be mad at a kid in kindergarten if they didn't understand like advanced algebra or something like that. You go, kid's only a kid. the hell do the kids know? Hello? And now you're learning another way. A way that doesn't numb your light, but lets it shine softly through everything you are. This peace you feel isn't temporary, it's yours. It's the kind that doesn't fade when the night ends. So as you go on with your evening, carry that warmth with you. You didn't quit. You just remembered where home really is. Count from 1 to 5. Eyes open, feeling refreshed, feeling relaxed, feeling absolutely wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good morning, sunshine. And if you found this to be interesting, helpful, useful in any way, you know what to do.